Doflamingo possessed the knowledge of a closely guarded secret, the true nature of the national treasure of Geoise. With this knowledge, he devised a plan to dominate the world. In order to fulfill this plan, Doflamingo needed the Ope Ope no Mi to use the power of the treasure. Doflamingo spoke of the fruit's abilities, including the power to switch bodies with another person and the power to grant eternal life. The need for body swapping suggests that only certain individuals could wield the power of the national treasure, specifically, descendants of the D clan. During the Void Century, Imu took over the body of Nefertari Lily to access this power and gained control over the world. Doflamingo would have done the same with Law if Corazón had not intervened.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment and let me know what you think.
In Chapter 716, Doflamingo revealed that his knowledge of the national treasure of Geoise enabled him to manipulate the celestial dragons, which is why CP0 followed his orders. At just 10 years old, Doflamingo took the life of his own father and brought his severed head to Geoise in a desperate bid to regain his status among the celestial dragons. Despite this gruesome offering, they rejected him, but this dark encounter led Doflamingo to uncover the closely guarded secret of the national treasure. Although the celestial dragons attempted to eliminate him to protect this secret, Doflamingo managed to escape their grasp and survive. Doflamingo later revealed that if he had obtained the Ope Ope no Mi, he could have utilized the power of the national treasure to control the world. During his conversation, he highlighted two of the fruit's extraordinary abilities, the power to switch bodies with another person and the eternal youth operation, which grants immortality. It is easier to understand why Doflamingo sought the eternal youth operation to unlock the power of the treasure of Geoise when we consider the foreshadowing from another item, the national treasure of Fishman Island, the Tamate Bako. The Tamate Bako contained the energy steroids, which significantly multiplied the strength of those who consumed them. However, the steroids had a severe side effect. Hody Jones and the other new Fishman pirates aged rapidly after taking them. The national treasure of Geoise likely operates in a similar manner, granting immense power at the cost of drastically shortening the user's lifespan. An individual granted immortality through the Ope Ope no Mi's power should be able to consume the energy steroids without suffering the negative effects. Imu has been exploiting this loophole to use the power of the national treasure, and Doflamingo intended to do the same. However, Doflamingo had a backup plan. Sugar, a member of his crew, already possessed eternal youth due to the Hobby no Mi. If he failed to obtain the eternal youth operation, Doflamingo could have relied on Sugar's fruit as a contingency. Moreover, Sugar didn't necessarily need to be the one to use the treasure's power. Doflamingo could simply eliminate her and force someone else to consume the Hobby no Mi, thereby granting them the eternal youth too. But why would Doflamingo desire the ability to switch bodies with another person? The answer lies in a unique connection between the D clan and the national treasure of Geoise. Only descendants of the D clan are capable of harnessing the treasure's power. This connection was hinted at in the story of the Nefertari family. King Cobra explained that when the world government was formed, his family was the only one among the original 20 to refuse relocation to Geoise, choosing instead to remain in their kingdom. However, the Nefertari family's ancestor, Queen Lily, mysteriously never returned to the kingdom, leaving her brother to take over the throne. Nerona Imu, one of the original founders of the world government, took over Lily's body. As revealed in the letter left by Lily, the Nefertari family is also part of the D clan. Imu targeted Lily's body after realizing they could utilize the power of the national treasure. Doflamingo, aware of this hidden history, also sought the ability to switch bodies as a means to transfer his consciousness into a D clan descendant. The descendants of the D clan are not just marked by a mysterious initial in their names, they are biologically distinct from other humans, which uniquely enables them to wield the power of the national treasure of Geoise. Both the D clan and the treasure have a shared origin tracing back to the ancient kingdom. The creators of the treasure, aware of its immense power, ensured that only members of the D clan would be capable of unlocking it. Doflamingo emphasized that anyone who could utilize the power of the treasure would dominate the world. This terrifying possibility is why the D-Clan is so feared by the celestial dragons, who view them as the natural enemy of the gods. The D-Clan's very existence threatens the celestial dragons' authority and the world order they have established. This deep-seated fear has driven the world government to suppress any knowledge of the D-Clan and to eliminate its members whenever possible, as they represent the biggest challenge to their power and the greatest hope for the oppressed. Now let's examine Law's backstory. When Corazón learned that Law carried the initial D in his name, he panicked and urged Law to stay away from Doflamingo. But why would Corazón react that way? We have never seen Doflamingo trying to eliminate those with the D initial in their names. Even when he crossed paths with Luffy at Marineford, he chose to ignore him. At no moment was Doflamingo afraid of challenging Luffy, who was also a member of the D-Clan. However, there is a moment in chapter 768 when Doflamingo is visibly shocked upon discovering that Law is also a D. Doflamingo quickly dismissed the idea of the D-Clan being destined to fight the celestial dragons as mere superstition, but his initial reaction reveals genuine surprise. Why would Doflamingo be so taken aback by this revelation if he was not afraid of the D-Clan? Doflamingo had only just come to understand the true extent of Corazón's betrayal. This revelation was a blow to Doflamingo because it meant he had lost the perfect opportunity to exploit the treasure's power. Finding a member of the D-Clan who is willing to cooperate is exceedingly rare since the world government hunts down most D descendants. Only a few, like high-ranking Marines, manage to avoid this fate. Law was an exceptional case, someone who not willingly joined Doflamingo's crew with a thirst for revenge against the world. Corazón specifically stated that a D like Law shouldn't turn evil and become like Doflamingo. With Law's hatred, his unique status as a D, and the potential to gain the Ope Ope no Mi, Doflamingo had all the pieces he needed to seize control of the world. Corazón, however, thwarted these plans by rescuing Law, robbing Doflamingo of the Ope Ope no Mi and his chance to harness the full potential of the national treasure. This would explain Corazón's urgency to protect Law and his desperate attempts to keep him out of Doflamingo's clutches. Now I would like to hear your opinion. Thank you for watching and see you next time.